say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
So it's been known for quite a while that Ilhan Omar apparently married her own brother to help him gain entry illegally into the country. That's a violation of immigration law. That actually happened, it turns out. And now we're learning the FBI had evidence to confirm it, but didn't do anything about it. Miranda Devine is an actual journalist.
Hi, we're here eagerly awaiting for Ilhan Omar to speak. Ilhan Omar is famous for many, many things. I want to speak very softly and respectfully here. Ilhan Omar, did you consummate the marriage to your brother? Which is worse, immigration fraud or brother fucking? Are there any other relatives you fancy, Ilhan? How did your brother propose to you?
Come on. Yeah.
All right.
Tax billionaire.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh, brother, the foreign agent, the brother lover. She says we must fear white people, white men. White people shouldn't be in our government. That they're doing all the danger to the country. White people. I'm telling you, I think this lady ought to be, I don't even know how she's still in Congress. They should have been deported, this lady. She should have been got her deported. I'm just saying. They say, Rick, sir, calm down, sir. It's almost Friday, sir. We just made it to Wednesday. We're almost halfway through the week, Rick. Calm down, sir. Here we go again. And talking about the big, beautiful bill. What do y'all think of the big, beautiful bill? Democrats say the big, ugly bill. We seen what Elon Musk came out and said. We see a lot of these. Well, how do y'all feel? Let me know. Where we have a video coming up as well with Marjorie Taylor Greene of something she didn't agree with. It's a lot happening right now. And I'm glad that we get the report on it. But this lady should have been deported, expelled from Congress, walked out with her hands behind her back. Long time ago, this foreign agent. Back to Somalia. It should have been walked this lady out. Brother loving, Unbelievable. Let's get into it, family. If you're new here, join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Your boy Rick gonna come on here and keep it real. It's a complete disgrace. People laughing and smiling, headed to the bank. It's all about power. The biggest scandal in American history. Didn't know who the hell was running the country. Now you got Democrats just leaving and walking away from the party. We got more breaking news on the big binder lady, the former press secretary, KJP. I call her Big Binder. She just left the Democrat Party. She's an independent now. After lying and covering up for Biden. And now she's making profit off the whole thing. She done came out with a book. It's just a disgrace with these people, man. It really is. And it's a lot of people that ought to be walked out in handcuffs, in my opinion. These people are pathetic. Then I got to hear the race card, skin color, this and that. I'm sick of all this crap. Congress is just a criminal organization. They ought to just walk in there and just clean house. It's a disgrace down there in Washington, man. A complete disgrace. Didn't come out with that lying scam talking point. Oh, we're going to win the people back. We're for the people. We're going to have affordable living. Oh, Donald Trump is destroying the country. And then you look at what's actually happening, things coming down, and he's doing this and that. They're never going to clap for the man, appreciate anything he does. Anything the man does, it's just the big bad orange man, bad. Threat to democracy, democracy. Our sweet apple pie, cinnamon sugar democracy. We just can't win with these people, man. It's a spit in the face. And I got to sit through this lady getting completely destroyed and humiliated once again. Let's go for it.
About big, beautiful bill. I think this is a big, ugly bill. Let's call it what it is. It is the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich in U.S. history. This reconciliation package proposes devastating cuts to Medicaid and SNAP.
They talk. It'd be the same things, the same lies, the same talking points. We just hear the exact same. It's like they all run off the same script. Anything the man does, they all run off the same script.
My Republican colleagues will tell you that they are just going after waste, fraud, and abuse, but let's be clear. The only way to slash this much safety net spending is by making it harder for people to survive. Their changes will kick millions of Americans off their health care and nutrition assistance. That means more untreated illnesses, more hungry children, more preventable deaths. This isn't just line items in the budget. There are people's lives, the sacrifice of human dignity.
Mind you, she's a part of a huge scandal where they've, stolen from children, feeding children, stealing from children, enriching themselves. She's a part of a big scandal. And was it Minnesota, wherever you call it? She's a part of one of the biggest scandals ran by her people. Anyway, let's continue, man. This woman's a disgrace.
And of life itself. And for what? So that your billionaire friends can get nearly $300,000 in tax cuts? This is not a serious budget. This is a green light for authoritarianism, for inequality to run rampant. It is a police state budget wrapped in billionaire tax cuts.
Mr. Gill from Texas is recognized for 6 minutes.
All right, Mr. Gill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And first of all, thank you for all of your hard work. I'm thrilled about this piece of legislation as it's getting started. This reconciliation bill, I believe, will balance. It will extend the Trump tax cuts for the working class so that they don't experience the biggest tax increase in American history, and it'll grow the economy. But of course, it will also help us to implement the Trump agenda, which is to clean up the chaos and destruction that Joe Biden unleashed on our country over the past 4 years. It will help us fund the mass deportation of illegal aliens who have been murdering and raping and pillaging American citizens. It will help us unleash our fossil fuel energy sector, and it will allow us to rebuild our military. And of course, it will help us implement DOGE, which this amendment targets, among other things. As DOGE has been rolled out, I think it's been a bit curious because I found that so many of our colleagues on the other side of the aisle have not been upset about the waste, fraud, and abuse that this process has uncovered. Rather, they've been angry that the fraud has been exposed at all.
They're part of it. We
found that for decades, the administrative state has been weaponized against the American people. We can give example after example of flagrant abuses of American taxpayer dollars. We've heard of some of them earlier, but I'll name a few more. $1 million spent to boost French-speaking LGBTQ groups in West and Central Africa through the State Department. Almost $50,000 on a transgender opera in Colombia, also through the State Department. Over $7,000 for a BIPOC speaker series in Canada through the State Department. I think it's worth noting that normal, sane Americans don't know what BIPOC means, and neither do I. $80,000 for an LGBTQ community center in Slovakia, and over $16,000 for a united and equal queer feminist discourse in Albanian society, whatever that is. And of course, we also know that our taxpayer dollars have been going to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars every year to fund left-wing media outlets like NPR and PBS, paying for welfare for illegal aliens, and paying for giving out payments to international organizations that are censoring and pushing for the censorship of American citizens. Our own federal government is using taxpayer dollars to promote ideologies that tens of millions of Americans find utterly repulsive. I think if the other side of the aisle has such a deep ideological opposition to this DOGE process, I challenge them to be straightforward with the American people and explain why taxpayer dollars should be funding queer feminist discourse in Albanian society or drag shows in Ecuador. I don't think that they will, but I would love to see it if they did. Elon Musk acting as an employee and an agent of the president, I think has certainly more democratic legitimacy than Anthony Fauci did, and he certainly has more democratic legitimacy than the nameless, faceless bureaucrats who have been running our lives for several years, the waste of which he is rooting out currently. President Trump here with DOGE is doing exactly what he was elected to do. DOGE is a part of the Trump mandate. It's extremely popular. In fact, Elon Musk and the DOGE movement right now are polling at a higher approval rating than Joe Biden had on his way out of the White House. President Trump, of course, is polling at record numbers.
Just can't make it up. You just can't. You just can't, man. You know, people need to be walked out with their hands behind their back. I got to get it off my chest, man. You know, especially this one right here. They're not just hands behind their back. I mean, complete a deportation flight. You know, chain her up and walk her out live on air and put her on a plane and y'all send her back. This foreign agent right here. Yeah. Make an example out of her. She should have been gone a long time ago. The other one, she's a disgrace. Her eyelashes falling off. The other brother up there, we know what's going on with a lot of these individuals, man. Conspiracy theorists, conspiracy facts. You know, in some of the biggest scandals. And it just gets worse and worse and worse for Democrats, as you can see. And then the next story we get, oh, I'm walking away from the party. I'm an independent. Oh. People are, I tell you, man. What y'all think, man? Let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about Ilhan Omar? Leave a beautiful comment down below. How do you feel about Ilhan Omar? You know. You just can't make this up. And how do you feel about the big, beautiful bill and everything that's happening with President Trump? Let me know in the comment section. I love you guys. God bless you all and your family. And I will catch y'all in the next one.